So hello and welcome to Zen Little Yogi. Today Eli and I are in the garden and we're going to have a little bit of a yoga session regarding our beautiful earth. So it's a nice little story. So you need to put on your imagination caps for this one, but it has a beautiful lesson. Okay, so we're going to start off with our dandelion breath because there are dandelions all over the garden, which is super duper cool. But out of respect, we're not going to take these wishes. We're going to use our imagination for this. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. And imagine you're holding your dandelion wand here. Okay. Resting your other hand on your knee. So, sitting up nice and tall, you're going to inhale through your nose and then try and blow out all those wishes slowly. You still have some wishes there. Okay, so let's take another deep inhale and slowly exhale and blow those wishes. I think you got one more wish over there, so let's take one more breath. Inhale and blow it out. All our wishes are done. Great job. So that breathing exercise helps us to calm those busy brains and to get us to focus on the present moment without yawning. Okay. So, can you remember our little fingertip mudras?
Oh yes, please begin with me.
Beautiful. So remember guys, it's peace begins with me. Lovely. Good job, Eli. So our little story, Earth Yoga, starts like this. So deep in the forest where all the magic happens, a curious little elf lived. He wanted to find out all about Earth. And why is everyone going on about Earth? What's Earth? What's the purpose of Earth, right? So, but it was autumn, so all the little fairies and magical folk were busy attending to the colorful, ever-changing garden in the forest. So they didn't even notice him. They were too busy painting all the leaves. So the little elf set off to go and see the wise old tree that's in the middle of the forest. And here is where our magic yoga begins. So Eli is going to demonstrate for us. So Eli is going to be the small little elf starting in your child's pose. Can you show us your child's pose? Remember your hands. Beautiful. So reaching your hands nice and forward, resting your head onto the earth, trying to push your hips back to your heels, relaxing. So breathe in deeply here and exhale to relax. So he's a tiny little elf. And from here, he needs to sit on his adventure. So you're going to tuck your toes and come into your downward facing dog with your fingers pointing forward. Straighten out your knees. There you go. Pushing into your fingers. Stretching out your shoulders. Lovely. From here, you are going to come into your warrior two. So three-legged dog, lift that one leg up to the sky, touch your bum with your heel and then step it through in between your hands. There you go, get your balance. Swing your back foot parallel to the mat as you rise up into your warrior two. So bend this knee, straighten that one, lovely. So this one shouldn't come past, your knee should not go past your ankle. Staring over these fingertips. Bend, bend, bend. From here, this is challenging. So the little elf had to go through quite an adventure. So at one stage, he had to leap and kind of fly to the next tree. So you're going to put your weight into this leg, lift that back leg, and you're going to fly forward. In your warrior three, beautiful. Set your foot down, folding forward, bending down, and we're going to do it all on the second side. So bend down as we start our adventure again as our little elf. So coming down into your child's pose. You're moving all closer. See, the elf is really moving in closer. So the elf sits on yet another big hill, tucking his toes, lifting his hips for our downward facing dog with your fingers, pointing forward, stretching it out. Now you're going to lift that one leg, kick it over the rock and step it through in between your hands. Who knew the forest was such a cool adventure? Now you're going to lift up into your warrior two. There you go, lifting over these fingertips, a beautiful bend in this knee, strong yogi shoulders. Good job, Eli. From here, there's another big gap that the elf needs to jump for. So get your weight in this leg and let's fly into your warrior three. Beautiful, flying, and boops, he lands the jump. Fall down. So he finally made it to the middle of the forest, and there he stood, the beautiful wise old tree. So of course we're going to do the tree pose. So let's stand up, doing it with Eli. So you remember, we can do our placings. Can you remind the people? So either on the
knee,
ankle, on the calf,
calf,
or the inner thigh, but never
on your knee.
never on your knee. So remember, we open up our knee, get your placing wherever it may be, and then open up your hands as a beautiful wise old tree. Oh, and we're going to sway in the wind. Sway, sway with all your branches. And then we're going to step that leg, and then going to do it on the second side. So open up this knee, get your placing of your foot. As soon as you have your balance, you can reach out, branch out. Woo! Imagine you're this great and wise old tree. And here is the small little elf. So coming down, sitting on our heels. So the wise old tree explained to the little elf what earth really is. It is our stability. It helps us to ground. It gives us the strength. And the tree also explained and showed the little elf that the fertile soil makes it able for the beautiful new plants to grow, beautiful more trees to come, so there's more homes for the little critters and the insects and the beautiful birds. So it is basically serving as the foundation of life. And we need to take care of life, right? Because then we are like the superheroes. The trees are like our guardians, giving us oxygen and taking care of us, giving us shelter from the storm, from the sun, even sometimes when it's raining. So there's a lot of, they're actually the superheroes, but it's our superhero job to help take care and not to throw our rubbish around and just pollute everywhere. So to be a superhero, let's come into our superhero flying pose. So you're going to lay on your belly. I'm going to demonstrate on Eli. So lay on your belly, relaxing your hands, reaching your hands out in front of you. So this, we're going to exercise this little back. So you're going to take one deep inhale. You're going to lift your chest and your arms, lifting your legs like Superman, flying. Because we need to be those superheroes. Take one big breath more. Come, lift, lift, lift. And exhale as you relax, coming in your beautiful lotus pose, or just an easy seat. Okay, so the story and the teachings of the wise old tree made the little elf understand better that everyone must work together to protect our earth. And that is why the fairy folk, always so busy in the forest, taking care, because without the earth, there will be no us. So that is our lesson. We need to take care of all of this beautiful wonder. It's not a big job. Just by doing your little part makes a huge difference, right? So thank you guys for joining us. We're going to seal in our practice by having our hands in front of our heart space, thanking and respecting ourselves and everyone around us. And we're going to say thank you so much for joining us. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste.